As you watch this Seahawks team at 8-5, Brock, and with a very decent chance, certainly, at making the playoffs and some level of shot, at least if you beat San Francisco and some other things happen, of winning the division, you can't help but go back to the last really good team here, or certainly the team that went to the Super Bowl in 2005, and say, okay, well, how different are they? How similar are they? Where is this team now compared to where that team was in 05?
You know, it's remarkable. I don't know where they are similar. You tell me. I mean, this is a youthful team. That was a veteran team. That was a finesse team. This is all about a physical team. There were some attributes that that team had that this group doesn't have. They led the league in getting after the quarterback in their sacks, again, with a lot of veteran guys. And it was a team without dynamic people. I mean, it was Joe Jurevicius and Darrell Jackson and Bobby Ingram, and largely Jurevicius and Ingram, and the tight end position with Ryan Hannum and Jeremy Stevens that were so efficient. Oh, and on top of that, maybe the best offensive line the league has seen in a long, long time. So a vastly different crew, and maybe Mike more than anything, just from an identity standpoint, finesse and physical, you really couldn't be any more different.
It's so funny to say that, though, and when you think about the identity of a physical team, what's the first position on the field you think of is the offensive line, and yet you're telling me that the 05 offensive line was so much better than this offensive line, and yet this is the team with that as an identity. I mean, I think that's the reason the 05 team succeeds, right? Even if you are a finesse team, even if you are, not necessarily going to be known as road graders, if your offensive line is still able to function as if it is a physical team, then you can afford some of the more finesse stuff around them. I'm curious to see whether or not the interior of this team is able to carry the water for the rest of it.
And you know what else they got to? And we spent a lot of time today talking about Russell Wilson and whether this game will ever look easy to him. It will ever be free and easy in your term. You know what that team in 2005 did? They lined up and you knew what was coming. It was 93 blasts out of E formation. You knew what was coming. You still couldn't stop it. At times, in their efficiency and their finesse, they made the game look easy. This group is still trying to get to that point.